Be amazed. Please make some noise from the Australian Sex Party. It's Fiona Patten!
Which one? Ah, there we are. Yeah, I always feel very comfortable with something like this in front of my mouth, strangely. Yeah. Yes, enough of that. Look, thank you all for coming today, and I think it is really important to be sending this message through, because believe me, the supporters of the filter are sending their message through. So it's extremely important that we do. Now, I've just got a couple of things to say about Senator Conroy for a start. He is a duplicitous bastard. Before he came into government, I had 3 meetings with him where he said, Fiona, I promise that that adults will still be able to access sexual content. The filter will not filter adults from accessing sexual material. If it's legal offline, it will be legal online. 3 times he said this, like St. Peter. 3 times he denied. He's a good old Darramarlin boy, so let's call him the St. Peters of Australian politics. And going on that, look at the band. I know, talking to a few of you earlier, a lot of you have spent a lot of time looking at the leaked band list. In fact, I spoke to one person who I think who actually clicked on almost all the links on the leaked band list. Now, as you saw, a lot of it was legal material. Now, for example, we've got adult shops and we've got brothels down in Fyshwick. Their websites will be mandatorily filtered under this proposed legislation. So it'll be quite all right for Australia Post to deliver you a catalogue from your local Club X store, but it will be prohibited for them to have a website with that exact same catalogue. It is totally ridiculous. And I have to say, having looked at the banned list, I'm a bit disappointed with the Australian Christian Lobby. I noticed that, there was really only a handful of adult sites on that banned list. Now, I would have expected Jim Wallace and the Christian Lobby to have been trawling through the web and reporting the porn sites so they could be blacklisted. And there's not even 100. I would have hoped at least 300, at least 3,000, 300,000, even 3 million. As we know, there are over 5 million adult sites. And it also got me thinking when I was looking at a couple of the sites that were on the blacklist, they're membership-based sites. So you have to pay to see the content. So I'm wondering how much of that $43 million is going to be spent on becoming members of adult porn sites. At $36 a month, it's not cheap. And there's 5 million sites out there. Or will we only get the free sites filtered and the porn sites that cost money will still be available? As we saw with that site, as we saw with that list, it shows the futility of this. It also shows the danger of it. Of course the list will be leaked. And of course the $43 million would be far better spent. Rather than paying public servants to look at porn sites, I'm sure that we could all think of some better ways of addressing child sexual abuse in our community. Let's put that money towards the federal police. They're having their budgets cut at the moment when they should be having them expanded. Let's not filter child porn, let's prosecute child porn. Yeah. And let's not filter sex. Let's not filter consenting adult sex. I'm not talking about child abuse. Of course we want to catch child abuse.
I'm talking about child abuse. I was hunted out of my home for no reason.
Okay.
Make the pedophiles get out of their home.
I would love to see the pedophiles out of Australia. I'd love to see them prosecuted. I'd love to see them in jail. The filter is not the answer. Spending the money catching child sexual abusers is the answer. Yeah, also educating that sex is good, and let's not send a message to our children that sex is somehow bad. There is nothing wrong with 2 adults doing what comes extremely naturally to them in cyberspace or in the bedroom. So please keep up the the emails, keep up the protest to Senator Conroy, because the Christian lobby is sending tens of thousands of emails to politicians behind us, telling them that they support the filter and that they are the moral majority. You are the moral majority, and our voice needs to be heard up in the House. Thank you.